What up, what up, what up? Good morning, good morning. It is 6 o'clock. I'm on my way to work. Ran across a video, shout out Doggy Diamonds. A long time ago, a couple years ago, I can't remember how long, he made a video with Ali Vegas, and everybody's like, how come Ali Vegas didn't, or Ali Vegas, however you say it. We know why he didn't make it, and he kind of touches upon the industry and tells you pretty much what you got to do and what they're going to make you or force you to do. Well, not necessarily force you, but you got to accept it, because they're going to tell you straight up. They have to tell you straight up what's going to happen, and it's whether you accept it or you deny, or you don't accept it, for pretty much. So when I see videos like this, it makes me hopeful, because people are waking up, people are starting to see it. But then, I went down to the comments, and there's still a lot of people who believe selling your soul is some type of metaphor, and it doesn't mean what it means. And I've probably made plenty of videos talking about this, but I'm gonna state it again. Why? Because I don't know, some people don't watch old videos, some people might not get the content, so I just continue to harp about it throughout my videos. When you sell your soul, you are selling your soul. There's a reason why they say sell your soul. It's because you become a part of a hive mind. You become a part of this secret faction, which is really not even secret anymore. And once you're a part of it, you're intertwined with evil, the evil of this world. Pedophiles and sick, murdering psychopaths run this country, all right? They have put themselves, it took thousands of years or however long it's been, but they have put themselves at the top of the food chain as far as this game that we play with money and wealth and fame and, TV and being a superstar and all that shit. They have put themselves at the top because they own the majority of the wealth, and everybody else is just fucking poor. It's like fucking crabs in a bucket. When they say you sign your name in blood, you sign your name in blood. Whether it be you sign your name and prick your hand and put blood on there, or whether you literally take a pen, dip it in your own blood, and you sign your own blood. When you do that, you're taking your soul essence out of your body, just a piece of it, and you're putting it on a piece of paper, and whatever that piece of paper states, you giving up your soul for fame and wealth, and at the end, they do whatever with you. It's exactly what happens. Sorry you guys really can't see me. It's dark out still, and I'm not turning on all these lights so that I can blind everyone else and myself. But you really are signing your name in blood. You really are selling your soul. These people or these fucking things that are in the industry, worship black magic, worship white magic, worship Satanism, Luciferianism. There's many different sects to it, but in the end, it's all going back to the same thing, because it just makes it look like there's different secret societies. They are all different in their own little ways, but when you boil it all down, they're all doing the same exact thing, and it's just different little variations. the psychopaths and people that run this world are pedophiles. Like, they're all intertwined together, and they have a secret addiction of raping little children, you know, torturing children, sacrificing children, drinking their blood, you know, full of adrenaline after they torture them for hours and hours, and they're all in it together. You know, they all know that everyone's secrets. So if you are, let's just say, if some guy comes out and starts to tell the truth and let everything out, you know, he will immediately be outed. And what happens is, when you join these secret societies, you are subjected to certain things that you're gonna do, and it just depends on how far you're willing to go. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, for a straight man, they're gonna run up in your ass. Like, literally, they're gonna run up in your ass. Alright? And it's whether you accept that shit or you don't accept it. And, you know, most of the time, you know, if you're dirt broke and you're poor and you're scrounging, and you've been scrounging all your life, and somebody waves a couple $1,000,000 in your face, there's no telling what some people will do, you know? Now, I'm not saying that everyone is going to do that, because not everyone's weak. Some people are very strong and won't accept that shit. But a lot of people out here do accept it because just of the financial situation, or where they're at in the food chain, and that's just the way it is. You know, you're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some, and and that's just straight up shit, man. You know, when they do, you know, a lot of it, like the baby did it. You know, a lot of them choose humiliation rituals because I guess it's the easiest thing. At first, it's the easiest thing. Like, the baby was did a humiliation ritual where he went to whatever festival, whatever it was, South by Southwest, or I can't remember what it is, and wore a fucking diaper the whole time. All right, and everybody clowned him, and everybody made fun of him, and he just kept it moving because he's this gangster, and I don't give a fuck, whatever, haha, you can laugh at me, I'm laughing all the way to the bank, you know, and that's, the money is what drives them to do that shit. Just like all these YouTubers, you know, do random shit, and, you know, vile acts, and just crazy shit for money, you know, and they're willing to do it. Those are the people that these sick, psychopathic people point out and get to join, because they're showing that, hey, I'll do some stupid shit to become wealthy, famous, and you know, and sell out for material things. It's just it's that simple. What I was saying was, when they make you do these acts, let's just say, you know, the story on the street is Bruno Mars, you know, gave his mom up, and they told him, you know, to go on vacation, and, you know, once the deed's done, we'll message you saying, hey, the party's over. And this is all from Yash Kara. Whether it's 100% true, I don't know for a fact, but I would assume that this is pretty much how it goes down. So, you know, they take your mom out, whether it be drugs, whether it be plastic surgery, like Kanye West's mom, or whatever, and they use that as blackmail. It's a type of waiver, so to speak, to keep your mouth shut, to pledge your allegiance, and also to keep your mouth shut. You know, because if you decide to come out and say, oh, they're sacrificing souls, and, you know, they're doing this, and they're raping little kids, and da 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 da, all they got to do is put out, well, Kanye West had his mom killed. They'll set it up, and put him in jail for the rest of his life by putting evidence together and proving that you had your mom killed. Whether he had anything to physically do with it, or just giving them the acceptance to have his mom killed so that he could be filthy rich and have some type of fame and control over society. I don't know all the details, but it's pretty much the gist of how it goes. And everyone's doing it. Everyone. If you're rich and famous and you're on the TV, just like John Todd said, you cannot be on TV, media, on the radio, or and have like a show, or be starred as a guest, and have some type of fame, clout, whatever you want to call it, without being an initiated witch, which means that it's filled with black magic. It's filled with dark energy and magic, and once you sign your name in blood, you're a part of it forever. I don't believe, and I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is 100%, but I do believe once you sell your soul and you become a part of that shit, there's no way out of it, man. And I believe they dangle religion in front of your face to make you think that you can get out of it, Hence the reason why Kanye West is doing what he's doing. Do I believe that Kanye West believes that, he's going to be redeemed? No, I really don't, because just like in Hollywood, they do the same rituals there they do in regular life, as far as Joel Osteen and Creflo Dollar, and I can't remember what that guy's name is, that creepy ass demonic looking dude who called everybody, when I get on, I can't ride public airplanes because it's a tube full of demons. Crazy ass sicko who, you can just tell he's evil, man. Can't remember his name, but look up tube full of demons, it'll pull right up. But they're doing it too. That's the reason why Joel Osteen had Kanye West at his church. Think about it, man. How many times has Kanye West came out and said, I sold my soul for fame and for riches and fame, or wealth and fame, or whatever. I sold my soul to the devil, whatever you want to call it, whatever entity you want to say you sold your soul out to. Regardless, he sold his soul. And then now all of a sudden he's making music about Jesus, and now all of a sudden he's redeemed. But yet, not too long ago, from what I understand, I don't know how long ago it was, but he admits it over and over again. But this is the thing, is that he has to admit it because he has to tell you the truth, whether it be through code, whether it be through subliminals, whatever. They have to tell you what they're doing, because that's the law of this place, is that they must tell you the truth, whether it be plain insight, easy to figure out, or whether it be coded and hard to figure out. They still have to tell you, and it's up to you to do your due diligence to figure it out. And a lot of people aren't figuring it out because they don't want to figure it out. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people think it's a joke. A lot of people don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to tell you that it's real. Alright? I'm here to tell you that it's serious. And yes, I'm risking my life for this shit, but I don't give a fuck. Alright? Because somebody's got to do it, and I'm stepping up to the plate, because this is how it needs to be. People get plucked off one by one every day because we're not growing together as a mass and rejecting this shit. There's still people who are asleep to this day in 2019. It's about to be 2020, and still think that that this world is a perfect, peaceful place, and it boggles my mind because I don't understand how you can see that. Maybe your life's going well, but it doesn't mean that this world's a perfect place, man. It's filled with child sex trafficking. It's filled with rape. It's filled with murder. It's filled with torture. It's filled with homosexuality. And look, man, I'm not hating on nobody who's homosexual. I'm not, shaming you or telling you that I hate you or I dislike you as a person. I'm just telling you this is what it is. All right? There's a reason why homosexuality is being brought to the forefront, and why they're all saying that homosexuals run this country and run the a part of the elite. It goes hand in hand with that shit. Is because it's an act that shuts you off to a certain type of energy. It's just not supposed to happen. And I know a lot of people are probably going to get angry at me, and maybe I have people who are gay that maybe follow me or watch my videos. I don't want to offend you, but it's the truth. Men and women were made men and women so that we could reproduce. But now it's being perverted as sex is being pleasure and pleasure only, and this is not the way it's supposed to be. I have family members who are gay, and I still love them with all of my heart. Why? Because they are living their own life, and they are at where they're at because that's where they choose to be. It's not I have nothing to do with that. I'm not going to shame somebody because they live a certain way. I got to worry about me. I don't have to worry about anybody else. Do I try to help everybody? Yes, of course, but it's just plain simple fact, man. Are there things that I do that I shouldn't do? Yes, of course. Everybody's got their vices, and everybody's got their demons, and whatever. But it's a matter of if you're trying to work towards fixing all that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just straight up, man. I don't, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm a very kind-hearted, nice person, but when it comes to shit like this, man, I can't sit here and sugarcoat it and act like, it's everything's all hunky-dory and everything's okay, because it's not, man. It's really not. But this is the reason why it's so widely accepted is because we're being made to accept it. What happens is they keep throwing it in your face, until eventually you are desensitized to it, just like you're desensitized to murder. And thousands of years ago, if a mass murder would have happened, we all would have flipped out and woke up and been like, what the hell's going on? But now it's just like a thing of the past. Like, 1,000 people were murdered in Syria. Who cares? No big deal. Let's just go back to my day job and doing what I do. And it's the same thing with the gay agenda and and every other agenda they're trying to push out there. I don't do this to spread hate. I don't do any of this for hate. I do it to open people's eyes and to help them understand the system that's being put in place to ruin us as souls and not just as humans, because it ruins your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know any other way to put it. And I'm still gonna get hate from it because that's just how people are. People hear, he doesn't like gay people, or he doesn't agree with them, so automatically I'm a fucking piece of shit because I don't agree with it. Do I have people who I talk to that I'm friends with who are gay? Of course I do. Like I said, I accept everyone. I just don't agree with everyone, and that's just straight up, man. Doesn't mean I like you or hate you or like you any less. or hate you anymore. That's not true. So I hope nobody tries to misconstrue my words, or tell me on this, tell me on that, because I speak the truth. I just want to open people's minds to what's going on. I don't know. It's just all crazy, man, because it's just sick seeing it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the shit that they do to defile themselves, and all these vile acts that they participate in to become rich and famous, and then in the end nobody's happy in the end, because money doesn't make you happy. It makes you happy, it puts you asleep for the time being, and then eventually, the shit that you did to become rich and famous, it eats you up alive with guilt, and you end up resorting to drugs or committing suicide, or whatever the case is. A lot of people in the industry are good people, but they got caught up in the game, man. That's straight up. And now that they're in the game, if you become filthy rich and you regret it, it's really hard to let go of it. And after living a life of fame and wealth and control and being able to do whatever you want in this world, it's hard. I believe it. I believe it's the most hardest thing in the world, Some people get out of it, some people don't get out of it, I wish everybody the best of luck, but not everyone's going to make it out, man. Not everyone's going to make it out. And that's straight up. These people are sick. These people have an oath between one another and are going to carry it out to the death. Literally to the death. Why? Because like I said, if they came out, all they got to do is blackmail them and send the I don't even know what you want to call them, the body snatchers, the whatever, and have you killed, have you drug overdosed, or whatever the case is, and then boom, you don't exist anymore, and that's how it is, It's just a sick world that we live in, and there's no other way to put it, man. There really is no other way to put it. I guess that's about it. Good God, I'm going on 22 minutes. I just wanted to touch briefly on it. Well, not briefly, 20 minutes long, but I just wanted to touch briefly on it for new people who are watching, for people who don't dig back into past videos, and just, make a fresh video for newer people who are rummaging through my videos. That's pretty much it, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to offend anybody, but it's almost kind of inevitable because it's just going to happen, But with that being said, I love you guys. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Guys and gals, nothing but the best. I hope you find true light and figure this out and defeat all your vices, and I hope you wish the same for me, because I wish the same for you. Yeah, I love you guys, and have a wonderful day.